London streets may be decorated for Christmas, but they've fallen silent. Shops whose tills should be ringing are shuttered. 17 million people in the southeast of England and Wales are having to get used to living under these new Tier 4 restrictions because of the new COVID variant. But the mutated virus had already been detected elsewhere in the UK before scenes like this at London train stations at the weekend. These people trying to beat the lockdown will have inevitably spread the new variant further around the country. And despite the tightening of the Christmas break rules, people mixing will likely mean this becomes the dominant strain. So a warning from the government's chief scientific officer that Tier 4 restrictions will also need to spread.
I think it is likely that this will grow in numbers of the variant across the country, and I think it's likely, therefore, that measures need to be increased in some places in due course, not reduced.
But so far, the government aren't planning to review the tiers until next week.
We're working with our advisors in government, so that's the medical advisors, scientific advisors, and we work on the evidence that they present to us. And if new evidence comes forward, obviously, all our measures are under review. We will continue to keep measures under review, and we will undertake the right measures to keep people safe.
In Tier 3 Manchester, Mayor Burnham is resistant to increased restrictions, for now advising anyone who's travelled from Tier 4 to self-isolate for 10 days.
Tier 4 restrictions would create significant issues for people over the Christmas period in terms of the plans that they may have. The figure in Greater Manchester for infections is 1% growth at the moment, and that I don't think would justify Tier 4 at the moment.
But some scientists are calling on the government to learn from past mistakes.
By delaying and dithering. We had it at the first lockdown, we had it at the second lockdown, we had it over the Christmas plans. We can't afford to keep on doing this. The government needs to have the bottle to act decisively when it's needed, ahead of the curve of the pandemic, not behind it.
With over 500,000 people now having received the Pfizer vaccine, there was some good news today, though, from its inventors, who believe it should still work against the new variant, but if not, it may only take them up to 6 weeks to adapt it. Vincent McAviney, 5 News.